scheduled to play Washington tomorrow in the team's annual Thanksgiving game. Here's what Jerry Jones said in a statement just moments ago. The loss of a family member is a tragedy, and Markus Paul was a loved and valued member of our family. He was a pleasant and calming influence in our strength room and throughout the Star. His passion for his work and his enthusiasm for life earned him great respect and admiration from all of our players and the entire organization. We offer our love and support to his family in this difficult time. Our hearts are broken for his family and all of the individuals whose lives he touched and made better. Here's more on Paul's career dating back to when he was an All-American player at Syracuse. On NFL staff since 1998, he coached with 5 Super Bowl winning teams, combined with the Patriots and Giants. He also played safety for the Bears and Bucks from 1989 to 1993. Again, Cowboys strength and conditioning coach Markus Paul has died today at the age of 54. Wins 122-60.
Nice. Let's go around the NFL for the latest. The Chicago Bears are mulling who will be their next starting quarterback for Sunday's game against the Packers. Backup and former starter Mitchell Trubisky got all the reps in practice today for the team. As for Nick Foles, he didn't practice today. Now remember, he was carted off the field after being injured in Monday's loss to the Vikings. Here's Bears head coach Matt Nagy on Trubisky.
Day-to-day right now with Nick, and so with him not practicing, Mitch got all the reps today, and I thought he did a good job. It was good to see him out there, and he looked good, and the tempo and the rhythm was good. But he gets a chance to play. He gets a chance to be the starter. He's going to use the stuff that he's learned from, and use it to help him make better plays on game day. And so that's kind of what I feel about where he's at with this opportunity. It's a great opportunity for him if he gets a chance to play.
Well, speaking of quarterbacks, 2 of the best in the game will be on the field together on Sunday when Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs play Tom Brady and the Bucks. Now, Mahomes, of course, having another MVP-type season. He's got 27 touchdown passes, only 2 interceptions. Tom Brady, though, we saw on Monday night, he's coming off a pretty tough performance to the Rams. He threw a couple of interceptions. Here's Mahomes being compared to Tom Brady today.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm on his level yet. I mean, he was someone that's a global star, and so for me, I just try to be myself. I just go out there every single day and put in the work and try to win football games, and all that other stuff kind of comes with it. And for me, I just try to be a normal guy and live it up with my teammates and have fun doing it. He's in a great spot. I mean, they got a lot of weapons there, and Coach Arians is a great coach, and they're winning a lot of football games. And so for us, we're just going to kind of go in with that same mindset as if we're going to play any other great football team, and that's where we're at the battle every single play.
Well, from the great quarterbacks to Carson Wentz, the Eagles starting quarterback has struggled mightily this season, including in last week's 22-17 loss to the Browns. On the season, his total QBR, 4th worst in the NFL, and he's off target on 23% of his passes, worst in the league. Check out head coach Doug Peterson when asked if he's considering a quarterback switch.
You're not making that move, right, Doug, to a different quarterback?
Not today on Wednesday, no.
Okay, possibly for Monday?
I'm focused right now on getting better today. I mean,
okay.
We're looking. I don't know. I mean, I would say no. No,
I mean, we haven't really had that conversation. And quite frankly, I'm preparing the same. I'm the same, and I'm approaching the week, attacking the week, and going to do everything I can to be ready for Monday night.
And by the way, later Peterson clarified his language by saying of Carson Wentz, he's my starter, end of story. So for more on Wentz and his struggles, we want to bring in Dan Orlovsky. Dan, where does Wentz go from here?
Yeah, like you said, Ryan, they're struggling and he's struggling. But at the end of the day, he has to go out in the field and still believe that he can make the throws, the challenging, difficult throws that are necessary where, maybe he's backed up and the ball's going to have to get driven to the sideline. Those are big adult starting quarterback throws. You've got to be believing that you can go do those. Or maybe it's, a good play action pass and the ball's got to get up over the outside shoulder of Dallas Goedert. You got to be able to make those great throws, or 3rd down, being able to move in the pocket versus pressure and throwing an absolute perfect throw to Alshon Jeffrey and believing he'll catch it. But also he needs to take a massive step forward and just situational awareness, 3rd and 3, get that ball out of your hands and get that 1st down. A shallow cross in a 2-minute drill with 54 seconds left. Know that it's just about getting a completion. So understanding the situational awareness of quarterbacking, that needs to take a big step forward starting Monday night against the Seahawks. But at the end of the day, he has to go out and believe and prove snap after snap that he can continue to make challenging big-time throws and lead that football team.
Yeah, Dan, this team has a lot of problems in a lot of different ways, but he has a lot to improve. Now, moving to the AFC, got a huge AFC South showdown Sunday when the Colts host the Titans. It's worth noting the Colts play star defensive tackle DeForest Buckner on reserve COVID-19 list today. Dan, where do you put the Colts among the best teams in the AFC?
Yeah, right. I had them as the third best team really going into this season in the AFC behind Kansas City and Pittsburgh. And I think they've only solidified that. Now they're solidifying it because their offensive line is absolutely fantastic. But Phillip Rivers has gotten hot and they really do a good job of using all their people. We know T.Y. Hilton's a great player and Phillip has really connected with him really well. But Michael Pittman has taken a huge step forward with his impact now that he's gotten healthy. I love the way that they use their tailback, Nyheim Hines. And then Jack Doyle just feel. He has a very similar feel as Phil Rivers does to the game. And then their defense flies through the football. I think they're the best zone defense in the NFL. They got big-time athletes at the linebacker position, and they just do a great job of playing with leverage and technique and discipline and running to the football, making you kind of earn all your yards. So, there's that kind of that pocket group right behind Kansas City and probably Pittsburgh of the best teams in the AFC, and they're right at the top of it.
I got to tell you, this is a team that some people overlook, but they are dangerous in that AFC. Dan Orlovsky, thanks so much.
Very special. Now, it has been 258 days since we last had college basketball. Today, it is back. March Madness, of course, was canceled due to COVID-19, Ryan. The coronavirus, though, continues to make an impact. Today, it's once again on the NFL schedule.
That's right, Ashley. And if fans thought they'd have that Thanksgiving night Ravens-Steelers showdown to shake off that turkey coma, think again. Let's get you to our developing story. The NFL announced today the Ravens-Steelers game, originally scheduled for Thursday night, will be moved to Sunday at 1:15 p.m. due to coronavirus concerns. The source tells our Dan Graziano that 7 Ravens players have tested positive for COVID-19 over the last 3 days, and a number of Steelers were not happy about it. They took to Twitter following the announcement. Wide receiver Chase Claypool said this, quote, "What a joke." Juju Smith-Schuster followed with, "First, the NFL takes away our bye week because another team can't get their COVID situation together. Now they take away our Thanksgiving primetime game for the same reason. Shaking my head." And tight end Eric Ebron had this to say, "I'm not going to lie. Hashtag at NFL, this is bull. You know the rest." NFL insider Dan Graziano is live on SportsCenter with more. Dan, why did the league decide to postpone this game?
Ryan, you mentioned the 7 Ravens that have tested positive so far this week. The league just decided with 2 more of those showing up today to bring that total to 7, that it needed a couple of more days to assess where things were with regard to this outbreak. My understanding is the contact tracing and the investigation that the league has undergone so far, they feel like they have a handle on how the virus got into the Ravens building. They just want to make sure, and they feel like if the testing results stop turning up positive tomorrow and Friday, that they'll have that they'll be right about that and they'll be able to move on with the game. But they didn't feel like they had given it enough time to ensure whatever it is their theory is about whether it started in the facility or somebody brought it in from outside. They just needed a few extra days. So they pushed the game back to Sunday. Those 7 players that tested positive aren't going to be able to play. And in the meantime, they're assessing the close contacts of those players. And it's possible that some of those won't be able to play if they're identified as high-risk close contacts and if their contact with the person who tested positive was too recent.
Could make for a very difficult situation for the Ravens on Sunday if they do play then. Now, we saw the reaction from some of Pittsburgh's players. So, Dan, tell us more about why the Steelers players are so upset.
Well, Juju laid it out, right? Earlier this year, they were supposed to play the Titans.